Well, that's not what I plan on doing today. We're gonna get y'all some hay today. Yeah. Morning, Willow. How you doing, baby? Morning, Norm. Morning, Courage. All right. We're gonna get y'all some hay. See y'all in a bit. We have an interesting problem. One of our tires is locked up. Well, I thought maybe it was the braking system froze up or something, and this wasn't actuating right here. So I was trying to slam the brakes and maybe get it to free up, but it's just that one. That makes me think the bearing's going down in it or something.
Which means we don't need to drive it, do we?
Probably. They look fine. So our quest to come back with just some brake shoes for our old assembly turned out to be successful in a different way. So it turns out that these parts are particularly hard to find. I did go to the local trailer store and they had an entire assembly, and after looking at a picture of the brake system assembly that we have here, he highly recommended that we just go ahead and replace the whole assembly. These are hydraulic brakes, they're not electric brakes, which is actually better. I guess that's an opinion, but I think they're better. But anyway, so we got 4 bolts right here on the old one that we've got to get off, and that's my next challenge. I'm not sure how easy that's going to be to remove those, but if those come off okay, then the rest of it should go pretty smooth. Putting this back on and then getting the assembly all put back together should be okay. The only other concern is we've got to hook the brake line, the hydraulic brake line, into the back of this without tearing up the brake line. So anything that's old and all this is underneath the trailer where it gets hit with water and road salt and mud, it gets corroded and things get really hard to move. So we'll see how it goes. There's always unexpected issues that you run into anytime you're working on anything old in particular. And one thing we ran into here on the old assembly, as you can see we were successful in getting it taken off, but this is the port where the hydraulic brake line goes into. And so it's a copper tubing, well, maybe some alloy, but anyway, it's a malleable tubing that's bent, and it was coming in, of course, at an angle like this. Well, on the new assembly, this port, instead of here, was actually on this side of this hump. So we had to reroute that without crimping that line. Was able to get that done. The new assembly is in place, but the problem now is these bolts are actually part of this assembly. So I'm gonna have to go buy some bolts that are the right length and size and grade to hold the new assembly on. So I have to run it back to town. So I had to run to town, pick up these bolts. Whew. Glad I had a hat on. Let's get the new brake assembly on. We'll put the hub back on. Just make sure it free spins. Castle nut. I believe that is fixed. Well, that's not what I plan on doing today, but that's the way it goes sometimes. We got new brakes, and we'll have to look at the other three and check on them here pretty soon, see if we need to do any upgrades there as well. So when one starts to go down, probably the other three are not too far behind. today didn't go quite like we wanted it to. We sure didn't get as early a start getting our hay load and getting it back to the house, but we did make it, and so we're loaded up and ready to head back to the house. See if we can get a couple of these unloaded for the sheep and set up for them for tonight.
Back up, Freckles.
Come here, Wyatt. Come here. Y'all come here. We're not going in, sheep. Come here, Wyatt. Wyatt, come here. Wyatt, come here. You're scaring them, baby. Wyatt. 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 Get out of my pocket.